Oh, they said goodbye. Holy
Kind of sound like somebody like building boxes, that kind of type of shuffling sounds. And I will point out that right here, basically between these two metal pillars, is where our well water actually comes into the building, is these two columns. So if you use any things like dowsing rods, anything like that, it'll throw them. But we get a lot of like groups in the past. It's a little bit of a highway, so they tend to report a lot of like family members, things like that, coming through, kind of like a little open door that way. The other place that we hear noise all the time that doesn't really have an explanation is in the still room. The majority of it is, it literally sounds like someone's working, like someone's back here, like turning things on, not like big machinery, but you know, like
you can hear like someone.
You can hear like, it almost sounds, like valves being, you hear like squeaks, you hear like thuds, like, especially this one, you'll hear like, it sounds like someone's like working. So those are the ones that everyone at some point that like works here or has spent any like amount of time here has heard. I'm here the most. I'm the only retail employee, so I'm here the most. The big ones that are really consistent for me is I keep this door open because when it's closed, the door that leads through. If it's closed, it sounds like someone is, a male and a female, are having a conversation on the other side of it.
Interesting.
And that's almost consistent unless the door's open.
We're gonna have to test that.
So
I want to see that.
often suggest that people put, if you've got like a stationary EVP, that's a good spot for it. And in here we get pretty responsive spirit box and obelisk responses in here. This is also the room that I feel what I think is Ron in the most. So Ron is the guy who, before we ever even heard of the property, his house stood on this spot, and he was killed on the front porch in the shootout with South Salt Lake police. He was killed and an officer was killed. But Ron's family is who dug our well. He was fourth generation of a family of well diggers. So Ron works. And what I notice with the Ron sounds, or what I call Ron, and actually I'm trying to break myself of that habit, because we had a spirit box session where he made it very clear that he prefers Evan, which is his middle name. But I've known him as Ron for 7 years, and I'm having a hard time breaking it. But his full name was Ronald Evan Larson, and he very clearly indicated that he prefers Evan. So I'm trying to break the habit. But
be respectful of it.
Yeah. And these bricks here on the tasting room, those are fake. These bricks, and there's a set like this above the office door on the other side. Those are from Ron's home. My register stand up front, those are bricks, and any of the loose red bricks that you'll see on shelves and stuff, those are from Ron's home. Evans, sorry, I do the tours. It's been 7 years of calling him that for 3-4 times a day. It's gonna be a real hard habit to break. But so what I hear the most is I hear the man and woman's voice talking, and then
it's probably him and maybe his wife.
So I think so I know by the time the incident happened, they were like separated. I don't even think she was still living here, but I think she has since passed. But we also have on site, we've got all of the Hugh Moon stuff too. So the first distiller in Utah, this is where he grew his rye for his whiskey. And he had not a great time here. Like, he was Mormon. Back then they could make and sell whiskey. They just, you didn't have drunk Mormons in the streets, so there wasn't rules about it.
Yeah.
But he did really kind of get to see the kickoff of that, like, early Salt Lake mob mentality kind of thing.
Okay.
And he had some pretty icky run-ins with the upper management, so to speak. So we have had quite a few groups that have had at least something identifying as Hugh come through. And he only talks whiskey.
Okay.
Like on like oviluses, things like that. It's always like barrel, grain, like it's literally just whiskey words. It's very interesting.
That's crazy.
So right about here, this area, this is about where Ron's house stood. So this is where I just hear the repetitive, like, pacing,
Moving
the
around.
sound of almost like the same door opening and closing, kind of just repetitive.
That makes sense.
And this is also where we have a group that comes every year. They come and check in, and they pick up movement here a lot. Like, their sensors go off, everything.
We'll definitely check that,
Yeah, they're the ones that kept seeing somebody, like they were trying, like if you were trying to like wave someone down,
Yeah.
and then as soon as they'd move all their gear, you'd hear steps, and then it would be here. But this is kind of where a lot of those are reported. And then my big, okay, I know I'm not crazy, there's stuff here. It was New Year's Eve, turning 2019. And my boyfriend at the time also worked here, and we had decided just to have our friends come here rather than try to get to anyone's house. Traffic, like literally we're like, bring your blow up mattresses, we can crash here. It was a very empty warehouse at the time. We literally didn't have like any of this. And so we had people coming. We had set up back here. That's one of the sounds I can't turn off.
Yeah.
But it will always sound like that, and you can set a clock by it. So it's pretty obvious, that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had people coming. So we had decorated back here. We had the lights on. But since the front store was closed and we didn't want people to think it was open, the lights were off up front, and the door that we walked through to get back here was closed.
So there was no light shining through.
Yeah, so there's light back here, but it was dark up front. I mean, my boyfriend were sitting up front in the dark watching a movie on my laptop. So we were sitting in two chairs facing that door. And I watched the shadow of like heavily booted feet walk past, like in the crack of the door. And so, I said something, and he, of course, does like a building and perimeter check. Like, okay, like there's no one else here. And I make a joke. I said, oh, I think Ron wants to party. And we laugh, move on. 20 minutes later, I watch the feet go the other direction. It's just wall there. There's no physical way a human could have walked. You would have seen them stop, right? And it just kept going. And so the next morning, my mom, who's pretty sensitive and does a lot of investigating and stuff, came to the distillery for the first time. And I was kind of walking her around and telling her what had happened the night before. And at the time, we didn't have this tasting room. This was all open floor, and my bar sat right here. So I'm standing at the bar, and in the corner we had a barrel with just like one of those little dinky LED Christmas trees on it. It had been dead since before Christmas. And I said, like, Mom, I really think it was Ron, and it just started flashing. Battery's dead, like, and I was like, okay. And then a few months later, my mom is the one who came through the first time with an ovilus, and we sat in that still room and talked for 3 hours. It was so responsive, and one of the girls in our group had to leave early, and she said, guys, this has been so cool, but I got to get home to my kids. And it was like, no, wait, stay. Like, it was very conversational.
That's
it was
awesome.
really cool. So yeah, that was my big one where I was like, there's no denying what that was. Like, it was heavy, like work boot feet. So, but yeah, his house was really little, just a little 1-bedroom house, but that's about
About where
smack
it
Okay.
stood.
middle where
Okay.
it stood.
That would explain why you hear the footsteps.
Yeah,
All these
yeah,
walking
because
around
over
the house,
here,
do the
it always seems more like, are you paying attention?
Mhm.
Over here, it's just feels very residual, like just
same. It's just
routine.
routine. Makes sense.
So, and then Ron really likes the song Jolene. So whenever we play that when we're cleaning up, it gets loud. The ceiling all of a sudden will, like, obviously it's a big building. You hear settling noises, but it's really loud popping that's like different than the rest of the building noises.
Okay.
So we think he likes Dolly, but we're not sure.
Nice.
Everyone's got their preferences.
So, I can go mostly dark. There are a few lights that I can't ever
That's
get
perfect.
to turn off. So basically, your exit lights. They don't have a huge range though.
Yeah.
So if you have like, laser grids, anything like that, it doesn't seem to like,
Effective.
throw them off.
Which we do.
Yeah.
You'll have, a set here, which they're kind of weird. Sometimes they go off when I turn stuff off at the breaker, and sometimes they stay on. They're off right now, so we'll see what happens.
I mean, if they go on, it's fine. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I'll
Because
turn
we're looking
off-
for like a black mass, not really.
I can
something
turn off
right.
all the overhead ones. You'll hear that.
Yeah.
That's one I can't turn off.
Oh yeah.
And you might, I doubt it because I'm pretty sure it's only the heater. Sometimes if, like I have the air on there off, but sometimes if it tries to cycle itself, you'll hear a that's literally what it sounds like.
Okay.
Okay.
It's about that loud, and I've heard it every day for 7
So,
years, but I don't
If we hear
have the
something like
air
that,
on
we'll
up
just
front, so-
ignore it.
Yeah,
Like,
if
oh,
it,
she
yeah, if it
said
sounds
that.
like a weird cat or, being launched into space. The other thing I will say is that this tank right here, this ST1, it is open up top. There's nothing active fermentation wise. It's actually just it's been cleaned and it's just dry. But when they're open, they become weird little echo chambers. So if you guys are talking close to it, you might get an echo off of this one.
Okay.
All the others are closed, and I've never noticed any of the others do it, but if they're open, it sometimes can throw that. I have thought people were in here with me before. It was my own dam. But I think that's the only one. Everything else is either empty or is at a point where it won't make any noise.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're empty.
Well,
And
thanks for letting us know.
Yeah,
all
this
that.
guy's wet, but otherwise it's empty. So if you do hear that, that's possible. The full ones don't wiggle.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But this one will. And like I said, we do get a lot of kind of like working sounds over here. And then we get, this is kind of a weird thing, and it's, I don't know if it's coincidence, I don't know. But we've had multiple groups when just taking a picture of the still, they get reflections in it, but they're not life size. They're as if they were like paintings, like they're big. But we have a group that literally took a picture and it looks like Evan's face and Hugh's face, but it's big the way like an artist would paint it.
Yeah, I could see
And
that.
the only reason I believe that that's not like they didn't edit it that way is because they showed it to me the minute it happened. They
Well,
came out and
reflections, you
they came
can
out
get a
to-
lot of stuff off of
Yeah,
like
they came out to
with
my car
mirror
and they
type
were like,
images.
They're like,
we're seeing something. Are you seeing these faces? And I was like, yeah, and I know who those faces are. I've been looking at these two faces for 7 years.
Yeah.
And like, then so I pulled up Evan and Hugh's pictures, and they were just like, no. Like it was the old 80s pictures where it was like the smiling picture was looking at you, and the serious one was like looking at it was like that
Okay.
almost, but it was big. Like
okay.
the heads were big.
Yeah, like the old school,
Yeah.
like school pictures when
Yeah,
you had the front.
exactly.
I have a few of those still.
Exactly.
They don't
And
do that anymore,
that
but they
was-
did that back
I mean,
in
it
the
was
day.
pretty obviously like not crazily detailed, but
But enough.
detailed enough that I was like, that looks just like Ron, and that looks just like Hugh. So that was weird. That was one that stood out to me.
That's pretty cool, though.
In the moment, there's no way they could have faked that.
No
and
way.
the pictures that exist of these men are not those angles. So it wasn't like a
They just took a picture
superimposed.
somewhere.
I was like, that's really
That's
really cool. But they were big, like not life size.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that one was cool. That whole night they got weird evidence. Like their EVPs were almost quiet. Their
happens sometimes.
their static cams almost nothing. But their light grids weren't catching movement in the grid. The actual emitter itself was just getting pushed off of any surface they put it on.
It was just
They'd
getting
walk
moved.
away and they'd
Could have
hear
brought the cat balls.
and come
You're
over
like-
and it would be like rolled off the desk, or if they had it propped, it would have like fallen and was then pointing
That's
at the
cool.
ceiling.
It's like,
Cat
no,
balls.
I don't
Yeah,
want
it's like
that.
I'm trying to be sneaky, guys.
I can't have you see me doing things like this on the ground.
Right. I do apologize that this is here. I'd hoped they were gonna fully park it out of our way. I do have some little like rainbow LED bands we can put on it just so nobody trips over it. I'll let you guys decide if you feel that's
So it's-
necessary.
is that something, or is that just the building? That was kind of loud.
It's
hard to say.
It is hard to say, but when I say the ceiling starts popping, you'll know what it's in response to things you say.
Okay.
It pops like it's answering questions. That could have been weather, but it was a little loud than the building normally is.
Okay.
And it,
Yeah,
like I
kinda-
said, over there
It
is
was
where
kinda
you
like-
it was
get
in that direction.
Yeah, it was
a
pretty
little bit.
loud.
cupboards close. It's sounds of living.
Maybe.
Yeah,
happen
that
over
kind
there.
of sounded like if you shut a cupboard. Yeah.
So, all of this stuff, as long as you don't climb over these bags into the corner, you're good, because that's some penny storage.
No,
But
we're gonna do
otherwise-
the open areas.
But like, if you want to like check out, like play some green, I don't know. I won't be mad. I catch myself when I'm on phone calls. I just come over and do
And
the
just
like
start-
hand in the beans thing. Like, yes.
It feels so cool, right? I'm sure.
Right.
I get it.
So this won't stay this loud either. Our boiler does a little like catch up every so often, but it won't stay this loud. However, for some reason, I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to turn that light off. So there will always be a little bit of light in this room, but I keep this room open for the investigations because we also do notice that sometimes it feels like you kind of chase stuff through you're kind of chasing and it all sort of hides back here. And I'm wondering if that's why I cannot figure out how to get that light off. I have no freaking clue.
Okay.
I have gone through the whole breaker at one point and was like, it still just stayed on. So it might actually just be hardwired to a different. Yeah. I can't figure it out. But yeah, this should go quieter than this. So yeah, you'll hear that noise. That's our air, or our RO system, just letting off the excess water pressure. And every once in a while, this thing will make a single beep, like very short, tinny, like high-pitched beep.
Oh.
Not very often, but it's really recognizable as once you hear it once, it. And yeah, those things I can't really turn off, but we're able to get it pretty dark and pretty
that's fine.
quiet in
That's
here.
fine.
So.
Yeah, that's great.
I was nervous when they put in all the new like security lights because before we just went around and flipped all the switches off, and then they put the power outage safety, which we needed.
Makes sense,
but
yeah.
I was like, oh, how am I gonna go dark for ghost hunts now? And then they finally correctly labeled the power boxes, and I was like, back in
You're like,
business.
here we go.
I'm the only one who's not terrified to do the ghost.
Yeah.
That's good.
One. So.
Well, if you work here, I hope not.
I mean, none of them have to be here alone. Like, I'm here alone all the time, so it's
Yeah.
become a little more. Another thing, so this one's kind of cool. I've seen people, so right now it's completely empty. There's nothing in it. Yeah, nothing in it. But you'll notice when I touch it,
Oh.
so it's on hydraulic scales.
Oh, that's why.
And the more it holds still, it will reset back to 0. But I often will try and ask them to
make
to
it
bump
change
it,
or
to
whatever.
touch
You
it,
can see that.
and it's
That's
a
pretty
really,
cool.
it's a really.
It's a good
sensitive,
test
That's a good
and
test
then you
subject
can
right there.
also,
Just clear it.
I zeroed out. There we go. With that one right there, and then it's actually still like vibrating and stuff from me fucking. with
Yeah,
it,
you were
but-
hitting it
Yeah.
hard. So.
Yeah, it's got some wiggle, but yeah. So once it hits and stays at 0, then it's really sensitive.
Sweet.
So that one's kind of cool because if no one's touching it, it shouldn't. Like even like little floor tremors, it doesn't really pick up. But yeah, if you mess with this at all, it definitely like. And they're very top
Oh, yeah, especially
sensitive.
if you touch
yeah.
there, yeah.
So like we'll put little toys on it and ask them to like interact with the
we
thing.
we got the cat balls and stuff and put on
Yeah,
it or whatever.
yeah, totally.
Awesome.
Let's see. For EVP, if you want like a answer response, it's really nice and quiet for like living ears. It's really nice and quiet in the tasting room. So they've been able to get some pretty like clear answers on like spirit boxes and stuff like that, just because there's not very much interference. But Ron will not talk to you in there. He doesn't like that taste. He doesn't. I've never gotten like a fuck you feeling from him about it, but he just doesn't respond when the groups go in there.
Oh.
Like they'll have all night where they're like little things. They're like, pretty sure this is him. Pretty sure this is him. And then they'll go in there and it's just like, and then something new will start a conversation.
Okay.
But he's a little uncomfortable about it, and I don't know exactly why.
Why?
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Trying to think if there's anything pertinent. Really it. Yeah. Oh, like I was saying, also the bear's weird. The bear was left here
Oh, yeah.
as a prank, and then the person never came back for it, so we've adopted it.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
But the bear itself, like we actually have picked up like little like.
I'm
sounds
expecting
on
the ball to
EVP
like
and
spin or
stuff.
something.
And then up here, there's nothing up here really that'll make noise. But our disco ball is completely powered down, so if you pick up movement from that, I'd pay attention because
Okay, that's-
like it's not stopped from moving, like it can free move,
Yeah.
but it's not on. It shouldn't spin.
Okay.
But we often catch it spinning. I haven't plugged it in for months. Some days it spins, some days it doesn't.
Huh.
So, there's that. And give you guys some like time to kind of get set up and stuff. And then
Yeah.
once you're all set, we'll start flipping everything off. And
Sweet.
Perfect. I
Sounds
need to use
good.
the bathroom real quick though.
We're going to introduce ourselves. I'm Chad.
I'm Tristan.
We mean you no disrespect. We're just here to see if you're still here, why you're still here, and just to kind of chat, see if we can get in contact with you. What did it say? You know something?
I'll move.
Oh, you'll move something. Oh, yes, please move something. Do us a favor. Move something for sure.
If there is anyone here that would like to talk to us, we are here to talk to you and get as much information as possible from you to know if you're still here. We have some devices here that you communicate with us. show us that you're here, can you make any noises or play with these devices that we have laid out?
Maybe let's kind of string them out a little bit, like spread them out. Perfect. And then just let's see if we can focus them on one of them first and then kind of go from there. No, that's perfect, yeah.
Just so plenty of options.
Yeah.
Alright. If you are here, can you please make a noise for us? Besides that.
Noted, you will hear that every so often, so that's just what happens in the building, so it's all good. So yeah, like every about 30 minutes.
Okay, so I'm gonna get out of your hair. This door right here, at the end of the alley, comes around the barrel wall. I'm parked right outside, so if you guys need anything, slide me down. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Oh, they said goodbye. She was just leaving. See that? The lady's like, I'm gonna leave, and it says goodbye. Does it have it on it?
Yeah.
A fact.
Won't blind it, but it did say goodbye to her, so that's kind of cool.
We're going to be walking through, and if you would please show your presence and let us know that you're here. We're going to walk around, and you can come join us and speak with us.
So, if you're following us, we have a REM pod right here on the ground with this red light. You come near it, the lights will go off, and it'll make noises. That'll let us know that you're here with us. Could you walk up to that and just kind of touch it? Get really close to it?
If you're here, can you get closer to that object that we have on the ground with that red light? Let us know that you are here.
We promise it will not hurt you. It'll just make a sound and light up different colors, letting us know that you're next to it. Okay. Let's go walk around. Let's get some K2 meter readings. See if we can get anything. I don't know if that's probably too light. What'd you say the guy's name was again? I forget.
Ron?
Or the one that she likes.
Uh,
'Cause she says he doesn't like being called Ron.
yeah, Evan.
Evan.
Yeah.
Evan! Are you here? By the way, I really like that name, Evan. So I understand why you like it. If you're with us, or if anyone is with us, can you tap on one of the machines like this? Give us some sort of a sound. We should probably bring that with us so it makes sounds. We know what it's actually saying. Nada? Well, that's a good sign. If you're not getting any, then when we do get something, it could mean something. So. We got us the Spirit Talker app going. Said Raymond. Are we approaching you? Or are you approaching us? Hey, footsteps behind me. Is that your REM pod?
No, I kind of hear that's why I can't say because it kind of sounds like voices. Kind of like a girl's voice for a second. And then when I was going up, it said approach.
She did say when that door is closed that she can hear two people talking, right?
Yeah, two people talking, and then like the boots going across or whatever.
So I heard like behind us just for a quick second.
Yeah, and before that, I was hearing kind of like voices, like distant voices, and quiet. And that's why I went that way, because I was like, what is that? Just weird.
Okay, so you can take all the energy from us that you need.
Died in battle.
You know what? She did say he had a gunshot, like a shootout with the cops.
Yeah, yeah.
He died in battle.
Yep, died in battle, and It said bullet too before.
Oh, it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
And set this laser grid here. So if there is someone here, and this is where, what's his name? I always forget his name.
Evan.
Evan. This was your house that was built right here. This laser grid is going to show us if you're kind of walking around still. You walk through here, obviously it'll break the light of the lasers, so it'll let us know you're there. So we'll leave you alone. You can kind of do your own thing. And we are recording, so if you want to walk in front of this camera and let us know that you're
Raymond.
kind of walking through, that'd be awesome.
That's twice.
What did it say?
Raymond.
Raymond.
Twice.
Twice. Is there also a Raymond here?
Lady.
Lady.
Well, they do say they hear a woman's voice.
Yeah. What's the lady's name?
Please leave here.
All right, we'll leave this. Oh, that is really loud.
Yeah.
All right, we'll leave this area. We'll let you do your thing. We don't mean to bother you. We're going to go into the next area of the building. If you want to follow us, that's cool. All right, guys. Going full night vision. Here we go.
Evan, if you are here, can you please make a sound for us?
Jesus.
Jesus, huh?
You're being way too damn loud, dude.
It's like, calm down, bro. Evan, can you hear us? What was that?
Watching.
Are you watching us?
You like watching us?
I don't think Evan would be scared of us. Just by what we know. I think Evan would try to prove us wrong.
If you're not Evan and you're somebody else, let us know. Say your name. Bang something. Kind of like that.
Victim.
I did hear that. Like it was like on the glass right there.
Yeah, it
Like the
was.
window, it kind of sounded like a little.
Were you the victim of the shootout with the cops?
Oh, what? Grandpa's going on.
Oh, it is going on.
Are you by the doorway? Can you get closer to that device? With the red light? Whoever you are, can you get closer to it? Make it go off for us.
It's them.
Who's them?
Yeah.
There's movement in there. There's actually movement coming from that room.
It's trying to stay distant. You see it? It was going off.
Yeah,
When
and
it
then we
said something,
noticed.
When I noticed it, it stopped.
Same thing over there. Every time
Yeah.
we noticed, then it stopped.
So
Do you want to?
by keeping its distance, like yeah, like it's saying watching us. But
I want to. I want to close that door. I want to see if we can get the voices. Oh, oops. maybe. Yeah, I want to try that.
I see. Like, you have to be in that range.
You have to be that far away, yeah, because it
Yeah.
doesn't really make any sound.
That's like the longest distance. If it gets a little bit closer, it'll start picking.
Is it on the highest setting or?
Yeah, it's on the highest setting.
Okay. So yeah, like she was saying, there's reports of every time that they close this door, they hear a man and a woman talking to each other. So let's see if we can get the same thing.
So, shut it.
Yeah, let's shut
We
it.
are watching you all.
You're watching us. Good. That's not locked, right? Okay, good. It's got a card badge thing for the door, so.
Oh no.
Right.
See if we can hear any like footsteps in here.
Alright, so we're just gonna chill for a minute and see if we can hear anything. There is some weird sound. I don't know what that is. Almost sounds like a cricket.
Yeah, it kind of does, huh? Hey, Rose looking further?
They did say that the disco ball up here moves. Is that what's making the sound?
That's making the sound. It's moving. It's kind of swaying.
Oh yeah, it is
See that?
swaying. Oh, weird.
That's what's making the noise.
What the hell was that? Did you hear that?
I didn't hear it. No.
Dude, that was right by me. It's like someone next
Really?
to my head right here.
Yeah, that's really up moving.
No, they
It's
said,
weird because when we were in here just moments ago, it was not moving like that.
and there's no, the windows and doors are all, we're looking up. Yes, we are looking up. If that's you moving it, you can move it more, even, I can speak English apparently. It is moving, which is crazy.
Yeah, which it wasn't.
And there's no wind, like I was trying to say. All the windows and doors are closed.
Unless like somehow when I opened this door to go get the REM pod, a breeze rolled in and kind of.
That's possible.
I mean, that's the only explanation I can think of. Because I did go outside and maybe the air that rolled in.
Hello? And generator kicked in. You'll hear generators and stuff randomly kicking on because it's a brewery and it has to keep running, you know, so. Now we're not going to hear voices because that's too loud.
Yeah, so I'll just.
Yeah, we'll just go back.
Any other souls?
Is there anyone in here? I feel very uneasy in this room. Hello?
That's probably the ice. I keep hearing like it sounds like footsteps, but it's probably just the ice like that.
Do you think so?
Huh?
You think so?
Yeah, because it kind of sounds like ice falling.
Okay. Oh, okay. I mean, if it's an that's an automatic ice machine.
Yeah, it's an ice machine and water, like the water machine.
Water purifier machine, whatever. Don't listen to me. Never said I was smart. Oh yeah, that I guess that could be it. Like flickering on the one side every so often, but oh, it went away when I walked over by it.
Okay, that is,
See how that light-
is weird.
No, but look, see how you stood there? That light turned on.
Yeah, but the light in there is on.
Oh, it is on.
It was off. And
That
there's-
shouldn't be on.
That shouldn't be on.
It's
because
motion sensor.
Yeah, it's motion sensor. So it's on. So that is weird.
Yeah, this light shouldn't turn on because it's motion censored and the door was shut.
So that is on. I didn't even notice that, but I did notice the just the light.
But yeah, you see that light on the right hand side right there. See, look, it turned back on.
Oh, that's the laser rig. You see that? That's the
Oh.
laser beam.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. Should we try doing maybe an EVP session real quick?
Yeah, you can.
And why it's quiet for a minute? Sorry. You wanna take it? Yeah. I can't see.
It's perfect time because it's quiet.
Yeah, it's quiet, so let's do it real quick. Is there anyone standing next to us that wants to talk to us? This device in my hand, right here, will let us hear your voice that we can't hear with our ears. So as loud as you can, tell us your name. Why are you here? Make a sound. Touch one of us.
What is that?
I don't know.
I wonder if that's what she's talking about, the ceiling popping or whatever. Because it sounds like it's above and it's going
It does
do
sound
do
like, but it's
do
like
do.
do, do,
It
do.
sounds like footsteps, but like above us.
Sounds like someone's working.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
It
yeah.
literally sounds like someone's working. In that direction, like someone's hammering something.
Yeah,
or
hammering something. Yeah, that does make more sense.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it. Yeah, it literally sounds like she said, it sounds like someone's working. Okay.
Is there anyone standing next to us that wants to talk to us? This device in my hand, right here, will let us hear your voice that we can't hear with our ears. So as loud as you can, tell us your name. Why are you here? Make a sound. Touch one of us.
What is that?
I don't know.
I wonder if that's what she's talking about, the seal of Tommy or whatever. Because it sounds like it's above.
It does sound like, but it's like do.
It sounds like footsteps, but like above us.
Sounds like someone's working.
Oh, yeah, there you go, yeah.
It literally sounds like someone's working. In that direction, like someone's hammering something or something.
Yeah, that does make more sense.
Nothing there.
Yeah, can't hear anything on that.
Nope, nothing on there. No, it's only our first try, so.
We can go over there.
Yeah, let's go over there.
And do an EVP session over there.
Yeah, let's do that.
We're gonna do an EVP session where Evan/Ron's house used to be.
See, now the sound sounds like it's coming from over there. Right?
That's weird. What is that?
I don't know. Because when we're over there, it sounded like it was over here, and when we're over here, it sounds like it's over there. I don't know.
It sounds different too.
It does sound weird.
That's weird.
Alright. So supposedly this is where Evan's house used to stand before they built this. And they say they hear footsteps and stuff, like he's just kind of doing his own thing. So, let's try an EVP session here. Hopefully we'll catch something.
Yes.
Evan or Ron, are you here with us right now? Or if it's not Evan or Ron, because I know you don't like the name Ron, so everyone calls you Evan. If there's someone else here, let us know. Did your house really stand right here at one point? That sound's just getting faster and louder.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's just one of the machines, just that's what it does. Alright, I'm gonna stop.
Okay, so I don't know because it's not like where the machines are. It sounds like it's like in that middle section.
Yeah, and that middle section is dead quiet when I was in there, but I did feel uncomfortable in there. Alright, let's see if it got anything.
Evan or Ron, are you here with us right now? Or if it's not Evan or Ron, because I know you don't like the name Ron, so everyone calls you Evan. If there's someone else here, let us know. Did your house really stand right here at one point? Yeah, it sounds just getting faster and louder.
Yeah.
I don't really care anything.
Yeah, literally nothing. But she says that does happen. Let's find out where this sound is.
Yeah, let's try to see if we can figure it out.
Definitely not from in here.
Yeah, it's completely quiet in there.
totally dead silent in here. Front area, that one machine that kicked on, maybe? No, dead silent. Huh. Sorry.
You're
Making
good.
the run hot. Kind of want to put it back over there again,
Yeah, we could do that.
because it was going
We've
off.
had it here for a minute, so we can try that one spot again. Because I didn't have it there for that long.
Yeah, I think take this with you in case it does say something, and then place here. I'll take your. Oh, it freaks me out every time.
Good. I thought it would get me every time, but it hasn't.
There was something standing there.
You are nice.
I sure hope so.
I mean, I try to be. We just want to talk. What was that? What was that? Okay, we're good to go.
His headlights came on behind me, and he pulled me from the shoulder and out ahead of me, and forward we went. We followed the curve.
What is your name? Why are you here? How many of you are here?
It almost sounded like 7.
Yeah. Do you like being here?
Oh shit, I thought we left the thing over there. I'm like, there's a girl's voice.
What's your name?
I thought it said Evan too. Is this Evan we're speaking to? What the hell was that? Hello? I think we heard you. Evan? What does it say? That's me. That's me.
It said, the house, am I really dead? Am I alive?
Chair.
There's two separate questions, but two separate questions. Guess we can do it right here. That was weird though. It sounded like a high-pitched scream or yell.
Well, maybe we should go into that room on the far right and sit it down in there and see if anything can happen.
Okay, yeah, we haven't done anything yet.
We haven't been there yet, so
I'll just leave that stuff here.
I don't want to step on the cat ball and break it.
I don't think we have walls.
It's gonna keep ticking because I'm holding the REM pod. Yes, I know.
I could always go back in that one too. She says that sometimes you chase it around.
Yeah, that's true. Let's just put it right in the middle. Okay.
I'll get you.
You'll get me? Are you in here? Hello. What is that?
SHHH, listen.
Shh, listen. All right, we're listening. Go for it. Sound. Oh, it's the metal. The pipes are moving or something. Or something's tapping on them.
If anyone is here, we're in this room over here. Come join us, talk to us, have a conversation. Let's get to know each other. We have several devices
19.
that you can use to talk to us. If you don't know, we can't really hear you or see you. It takes a lot of energy for you to do that. So these devices make it easier for you to communicate to us and have a conversation. Can you please make a bang for us? A loud knock.
Yours.
Oh. That was going off behind me. Still ticking.
Still taking you. You can play with that device there.
Yeah, go for it. Walk right up next to it. Grab it. Grab the little antenna. Don't be afraid of it. It's not going to hurt you. It'll just let us know that you're standing there with it. At first I thought maybe it was just me because I was standing close to it,
Yeah,
kind
I
of.
was thinking.
But I
it
walked
was
away
going
and it
off
kept
for a
doing
minute,
it.
And I thought it was just you. But then you walked away and it was still doing it.
Yeah, that's true. I'm holding a night vision camera that's taking video, and hopefully it can see you in the dark.
Door.
And I'm holding a cell phone, a device I'm using to communicate with you. Whatever you say into the device, it should perceive what you're saying. And
Like
I'm also
clockwork.
holding the spirit box. Another easy way to communicate and talk to you.
So I have a camera in my left hand. If you can do us a... What the hell? Dude, no way, something moved over there. See where that light is on the metal right in front of us?
Oh, okay.
It went from left to right real fast. I was just going to ask if we could take pictures, and I watched it dart behind it. Okay, so I'm going to ask again if it's okay if we take some pictures. You can just, I got a camera right here, so if you want to let us, I'm going to take a picture real quick. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Come stand in front of the camera.
Over there.
Oh, I was pointing the camera that way, so I don't know if I caught it or not.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Alright, let's get a different location, I guess. I'm going to take some pictures just to get a feel, see if... Actually, we're supposed to take pictures of this thing. So let's do that real quick. Just gonna snap some photos and see if anything decides to show themselves. You're just gonna leave the REM pod there then?
Yeah, it's just leave it there for now.
Okay.
No, I won't.
You won't what?
You won't show yourself to us?
I'm snapping a bunch of pictures, so if you want to stand in front of the camera, I would love that. Oh, so it didn't go behind it. It had to have gone in
Fortune.
front of it. So it was like right here. It was standing right here, and then it was like looking at us, and I looked at it, and it just went this way. We can do a test with this thing too. We haven't done it yet. So with this machine here that does the beer, it's got these hydraulic weights, whatever. You push on it, and this right here will light up and tell you how heavy it is or whatever. Yeah, let's walk around, and we haven't been over here.
Henry.
See what's over here. It might get loud. We're getting towards like the air compressor area.
Animal.
Animal, Henry. Henry's an animal. Yeah, oh, let's off some heat. That's warm. Kind of smells like a skunk in there. These are just dead ends.
Don't move.
Alright, we won't move. What do you want? Alright, we're not moving.
Pay attention.
I'm trying to. Where do you want us to pay attention?
Tonight.
Hello? Is there anybody there?
Where are you at?
Anyone.
Are you hiding? Footsteps.
If you want us to leave, you gotta let us know.
Wonder if that's the laser Brit's gotten anything.
Brace.
Make a very loud sound so we can come toward you. So we can come toward you. Where are you at?
It's them.
Who's them? Where are they?
Flashing.
Talk to us. Where are you at? Do you want us to leave? Is your name Ron? Do you want to talk to us?
You hear that?
Yeah, I did hear. I heard like 3 knocks.
3 loud like thumps.
Yeah. There's something over there.
I can't tell where it's coming from. Cause like we go over there and it sounds like it's over here. We go over here and it sounds like it's over there.
There's not really much. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I don't know. No, it's over there. Something's moving around over there. Yeah, there's movement. Yeah, it's behind us. Oh, the timing for that. So, yeah, let's split up for a minute. You can use your phone to record
Yeah,
your area.
yeah.
I'll record with this one. Yeah, just go up to the front, I guess, area, and I'll just stay in the back and see if we can get anything. Holy
the-
shit!
That was intense.
That was loud.
Holy fuck.
Was that you? Can you do that one more time? That was intensely loud. Okay, I'm gonna go off into this corner. Wow, that was nuts. That was freaking loud. Okay. Yeah, for real. Alright, I got a K2, so if anything happens, I got...
Whoa.
Holy mother! Okay. Something's going on.
Yeah, what is that? That was like further away this time.
That was like way up front, somewhere up here. Hello? Something's walking on the ceiling, bro. Listen. Full on boots. What the fuck? That was loud.
Yeah, that was loud.
Look at that. Listen to that. What,
What
the
the
fuck? Okay, we wanted action and now we're getting it. Okay, yeah, let's split up.
That sounds like.
Yeah.